In 1868, a 29-year-old man from a small town in Gujarat started a trading firm in Bombay with 21,000 rupees. The man was Jamshedji Nusserwanji Tata, and the occasion marked the beginning of what would grow into one of India's largest conglomerates, the Tata Group of Companies. Born in Navsari, Jamshedji was the first child. At the age of 13, he moved with his father to Bombay, where he completed his education. It was here that he developed love for reading and academics that would last his entire lifetime. These passions, however, took a back seat to what Jamshedji quickly understood, that his first interest was business. Under the tutelage of his father, he grew into an astute businessman, and in 1868 he started his first trading firm. Jamshedji would often travel abroad, where he would observe enormous benefits of industrialization and quality education. Deeply patriotic, he wanted to bring these benefits to his countrymen in India also. Be it machinery, a new technology, or even a new variety of fruit, he would try and start the new venture in India. For instance, in Panchgini, Jamshedji tried cultivating peach trees that he had brought from California. In Bangalore, he established an experimental fruit farm. In Pune, he tried reviving the cultivation of grapes, and near Surat, he attempted the growing of different varieties of grass for industrial use. While most Indians have heard the Jamshedji's efforts to give shape to these visionary ventures, few knew he was responsible for reviving the Karnataka's silk industry. While Tipu Sultan had laid the foundation of the silk production in Mysore, the fledgling sericulture industry had declined after his death in 1799. Run on the Japanese principle, the apprentices were given excellent training and the industry flourished. In 1893, Jamshedji was on his way to America. On a sunny afternoon in May, he embarked on a voyage from the Japanese port of Yokohama to the Canadian port of Vancouver Steamship Company. Jamshedji and Swami Vivekananda met on board, and Jamshedji's plans of laying the foundations of a steel industry in India. Jamshedji also explained that he was in search of equipment and technology that would help India become a strong industrial nation. On his present trip, he was going to Germany to get scientific and research help from these countries. Vivekananda endorsed his vision with enthusiasm. However, he told Tata that he would never get any help from the West, as they would not be willing to part with the information. What was needed in India was a facility of R&D of its own in our own country. He said that the real hope of India lay in the prosperity and progress of its ordinary millions. He also added that instead of importing matches from Japan, Jamshedji should manufacture them in India and help provide a livelihood to the rural poor. Impressed by Vivekananda's views on science and his deep-rooted patriotism, Jamshedji requested his guidance in his campaign. How wonderful it would be if we could combine the scientific and technological achievements of the West with the asceticism and humanism of India, said Swami Vivekananda. He asked Tata to meet the Maharaja of Mysore, His Royal Highness Chamraja Vodiyar. He gave a generous grant of land of 370 acres to Tatas in the heart of Bangalore city. Jamshedji and Vivekananda never met after that journey, but these words struck a chord in the industrialist's heart, and 5 years later, he wrote a letter to Vivekananda. He requested him to come and help him in setting up the institute. Vivekananda was busy setting up RK Mission and therefore declined Tata's offer. Swami Vivekananda died in July 1902, and Jamshedji died 2 years later, unaware that their shared vision would be realized 5 years later. The Tata Institute of Science was born in 1909 and renamed the Indian Institute of Science in 1911. Today, it is the pride of Indian and one of the premier research institutes in the world. Subsequent ventures by the Tata Group also included setting up of the Tata Institute of Social Sciences in 1930s and of the Tata Institute of Fundamental Research in 1940s. The legacy of Tata continues to live for generations on. Thanks to the meeting between the Tata and Swami Vivekananda, we have such a wonderful legacy of premier institutes of research and development in this country. Thank you.